Good morning. I'm going to take you through my document mobile delivery platform, logistical edition. I'm going to take you through all the steps. I'll show you the back end, I'll show you the front end, the Android plugin. And we're going to start with installing the plugin onto our Android device. So what we've got here, I'm running the Android simulator, which is basically my cell phone, this window over here. And then I've got a browser in my Windows where I'm going to access the backend, and I'll show you how everything fits together. So in order to install the plugin, you have to go to the download section. You can either click on the menu and click downloads, or you can scroll down and you would download the APK. Just remember, when you're installing the APK from this website, you must enable installation in your security section of the phone, the installation from untrusted locations. Our APK files are checked for viruses, so you're not going to get infected, but you'll be able to play around with the system and see how everything works for yourself. So download the file. Once download is completed, you execute the APK file, and application gets installed. It will create an icon in your phone looking like this. It's a red block with a little truck. Double click, and then the logo on screen appears. In order to get into the system, your registration number is Colt, C-O-L-T, and the password is DEMO, D-E-M-O. Press login. The first thing you have to do once inside the application, you have to cache the libraries. So click on the menu and select Cache Libraries. What the Cache Libraries does, it transfers the PDF files, configuration sections, and all the type of stuff onto the tablet. This has to be done once, and in production version, we do check for presence of those PDF forms. If they're absent, we do download them automatically without user knowing. So on the first logon, it will download that information automatically. So the menu is fairly simple. We've got 5 options. The first one is to start a new transaction. So effectively, transaction is the POD and a supporting documentation. So some kind of picture of the waybill number, maybe a picture of the client. Then for each transaction, we've got a second option. You can take additional pictures, or you can add additional PDF forms. The option 4 and 5 are disabled at this point in time. But option 4 gives you a facility to search for PODs. Option 5 gives you facility to bulk upload, but we're going to do uploads in single transactions. Okay, so it's basically like this. Your driver arrives on the site, he delivers the parcel. Now he has to sign the POD, and he has to take pictures of some additional documents, copy of ID book, for example, or proof of residence, or whatever additional information you required. So we would start on the transaction, and we have to capture some metadata around the transaction. So this data electronic, it gets transferred directly into the line of business at a later stage. So generally, this screen is customized per customer, depending on what kind of metadata you need to capture. But generally, we've got a couple of types of fields. First of all is the entry field, manual entry field with a scan button. The scan button will do the barcode scanning. So if your POD has the barcode on it, you can, instead of typing the number, especially on long barcodes, instead of doing that, you can scan, and then it will engage with a barcode scanner camera on the phone, and you can recognize that value. We've got interdependent lists, like for example, province versus city. So selecting a different province will reload the secondary list. Then we also have just a drop-down list whereby you can push the values instead of typing. Recipient name is a compulsory or required field, but is a free entry field. So if I try starting this transaction without the recipient name, it will give me an error. So I have to provide the recipient name, for example, and the comments field is a free entry non-compulsory field. Once again, those fields are configured based on your requirements. So we're going to start this transaction, and the first thing it does, it starts the camera. The camera starts streaming, and you can take the picture. So for example, this is a bad quality camera, but we're going to try taking this picture. Okay, I'll show you some transactions which were done on the phone, not on the emulator. When we're happy with the quality, we accept the file. We can alternatively take another picture if it's a multiple page document, or we can stop. Now, the second step is to sign the POD. In order to do that, we click on the PDF tab, and we've got list of available POD files. I'm going to show you the first one. It opens the file in Adobe Reader, and this is an electronic file which we created specifically for this presentation. Okay. This file can be completed electronically, so we're going to type in some kind of number here. What it does, it just moves all that value across, but we can change those values, we can retype those values. Okay. Obviously, in a production environment, the duplication is not going to happen. We will populate some of the fields only. What's cool about it, we can sign this file now. So also the POD can be pre-populated from line of business. So instead of typing the values, because we know what we're delivering and who we're delivering to, we can push those values into the PDF file. And I'll show you later on, towards the end of the presentation, how it's done in a production app. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we're going to sign this file. And the signature can be done with a finger, just on the top of the device, or it can be done with a stylus pen. Once again, later on in the presentation, I'll show you some of the real-life examples. But signing is basically as simple as that. Selecting the tool, signing on the document. If you're happy with the signature, you can accept it. You can change the color of the signature. For those pedantic people, you can do those type of things. Once the signature is accepted, once you're happy, you just close the document. It's automatically saved. And now this transaction is available for upload. Now we can take additional pictures. So clicking on the picture, once again the camera engages. We position it on the document. We take the picture. The quality is horrible. It's a very bad web camera I'm using. All right, we can review our transaction by clicking this green button here. So what we've got 2 pictures and we've got a PDF file. We can delete them if we're not happy with those pictures. We can review them. And we alternatively can upload this information onto the internet. Okay, so to upload this transaction, we click upload. Yes, this is real time. So your driver is still sitting delivering the parcel, or he's about to get into his vehicle to go back. And when this dialog disappears, that information is available for your accounting department immediately, instantly. So it's sitting on a web portal. And the next step of the presentation is our web portal. Okay, so maybe just to mention a couple of things about the app. The app will work online, offline. So if you've got no internet connectivity in those bad areas where you might be delivering the goods to, you still can do the transactions. You still can complete the information and upload that information once you got the connectivity. All right, so what happens now, I'm going to go into the browser using the same URL. I'm going to log on into the portal. So now this is the backend, the web-based portal which collects all the information. So the solution basically consists of 3 parts. Is your Android client which collects the information, takes the pictures, lets you sign the PDF documents, lets you complete the PDF documents, those type of things. Lets the driver group all that information together. The web-based portal, that's a portal hosted at Vox Telecoms in Johannesburg. And the portal accepts all that information, makes it available for searching. It has a built-in DMS solution, document management system, which will allow you to search for your information and things like that, for your files, transferred files. And then the third part of the solution is your line of business. So that's basically when we take those PODs, send it off to your ERP or SharePoint, and you can keep the copy on site. All right, so to log on into the portal, once again, we click on the login button. Okay, the username is Colt, C-O-L-T. Once again, the password is Demo, D-E-M-O. And now it's going to take you into the portal. All right. The portal is a replica of current production system which we're using at one of the other companies. There is not much data loaded into it because this is a demo portal, obviously. Every client receives his own piece of database on our server, so information is not interchangeable between the clients. But that will give you an idea what kind of facility you might have. So over here we've got the document management. Everything what's uploaded from the tablet lands up in the deliveries tab or in deliveries document type. Those are supporting document types. We can remove them. We can add additional stuff. Once again, they were extracted from the live implementation. We've got operations management where we can do orders, we can do trip sheets, we can manage all sorts of things here. We've got system management, where we can manage our drivers, where we can manage our fleet. We can add new vehicles, we can add new drivers. Okay, so our exception reporting, for example, we've got missing documents or documents expected for every driver to have, expiring in 30 days. This is a track of things like driver's license expiration, car registration, those type of things. You can store all that information into the system. You're welcome to click through those menu items. There's not much data, but we'll give you an idea. And those reports can be extended. We've got tracking. We've got all sorts of reports here. Once again, you're welcome to click around. All right, now let's go search for our documentation which was updated. Click on the deliveries over here. You can search on a specific number or on a wildcard character. So for example, I remember I started my transaction with 9. I can do 99 star. I'll see there's 2 files. Or I can do the star search, for example. It will give me everything. So the last 2 transactions were done from this presentation. The rest of them were done using my Sony cell phone. I'll show you the quality of pictures taken from that cell phone. So in order to recall a document, all you need to do is click on a PDF icon here. All information is automatically converted to PDF. We also drop the color on images taken. Okay, so this is the form which was submitted from the tablet. You'll see the information is no longer editable. You still can copy that data out, but you can't edit that information for obviously for the security reasons. The PDF file is also stamped with the geographical location where it was created from the tablet. That's obtained from the service provider. And we also should see the picture, so that one is going to be a picture. Okay, once again, the pictures are automatically converted to grayscale. Oops, the wrong document, so it must be this one then. There we go, that's a picture. So when the camera takes it in color, we convert it to grayscale to minimize the data transfer. Our pictures are roughly about 400 kilobytes after conversion. So, once again, you can save this files onto your desktop and have a look. The transactions which I created previously from the tablet, and I'm just gonna let's just search for that specific transaction. I'm gonna filter the result set with the transaction number, and I'm gonna recall the files. So that's generally the quality of image which you will receive. Supporting documentation. That's another supporting documentation. This is probably the forum. Now it's all supporting documentation. Okay, so from here you can decide how you manage your data. You can export this into SharePoint, for example, into ERP, whatever the case, but you also have access online to all the documentation. So I just would like to add a couple of notes on the app itself. The app obviously will change based on your rules and your requirements, but we can do things like, for example, the driver has to complete the vehicle checklist before he can do the POD. And just maybe to show you the vehicle checklist. Okay, we're not going to take the picture. We're just going to add the vehicle inspection sheet. And hereby we can specify that everything is fine with our car, with our truck. Once again, we can sign this document. We extract the geographical location where this inspection is taking place, and we provide the report. So when we receive the PDF files, we parse the information electronically. We extract all the information into the database, and once we got the data, we can run the reports. So this is vehicle inspection sheet. Just to give you an idea of like daily log. Daily log is a summary of all deliveries throughout the day. Delivery note is obviously just another sample of the delivery note, just a different layout, some more information or some different information on this document. And ultimately we can build the rules into the application. So once again, for example, you have to complete the vehicle inspection sheet before you can do deliveries. You have to pull out the daily log sheet before you can carry on to the next day, all those type of things. So this simplifies the execution of the application, simplifies the lives of our drivers. So for more information, if you've got any questions, you can go to our website. It's www.irbis.co.za. You'll find all our contact details. You can drop us email on support@irbis.co.za or give us a call on 082-807-0054. Once again, all the information is available on the website. There's some more presentations. So yeah, thank you for your time.